Hey, right. So, whoa. Huh. Testing. Okay. That's probably better. So, the big advantage of Wardy is you start in land 7, which isn't the corner land on the board. Because of that, we have a huge advantage on pretty much any Explore for lore. And we just do our typical opener. Since it's not back-to-back or coast, we're going to place the town escalation. I think on land 2. I'm just making sure we can target all the other towns. We can. We could gambit to save this, but it didn't appear back to back. Otherwise, I would do a kind of a different play to try to draft next turn and see what we can do to help land 2, and not place the town there, and maybe place it in 8. But because it's not back to back or coast, even though that can come up, this is a pretty good option. Wait, what the heck? Oh okay, well, animation of this still confuses the heck out of me. We're gonna obviously pull into land 7, obviously being that all the towns are adjacent to it, and we get to stop both builds from the wetlands here. Now, if we wanted to, we could also let this go and then have escalated inland. It might be a little bit better of a play to do the escalation inland and take 1 blight on land 6 instead of land 2, just because we have the beast there, depending on if you wanted to pull the beast or not. So we definitely want to like kill this land 7 eventually. I may actually I don't like there being this guy in land 1. And I also don't like this town being in land 3, so I can kind of deal with that right away, and then all that leaves is the land 2 problem. So even if I have to cascade in the worst situation, everything else is dealt with. As long as I take like the 2 blight here, just to get ahead on 3, since next turn I won't have my left in 8, I'll just have my right in 8. So yeah, I do like that. I could always pull that guy out later. So it's not too big a deal if it doesn't clear and then I get sands or coastal. Oops. So yeah, let's go this, and let's go this guy. Okay, now the interesting thing is what beast to pull. We don't want to pull this beast because it hedges that, so we just want to get this guy out of here. And then for the Dahan, we don't like edge cases of cultural asym, so the reason to consider pulling these is because they both are affected by cultural asym. Of course, it doesn't clear this guy, but it's better. It's just a little bit better. So I'm going to take those. Now we're going to use perils, and we're going to use perils on this land because it's our gigapile of land. And we can add a beast into the coast, or we can add it to land 6 for a little bit more safety, or we could add it to land 7 to help kind of clean up everything. So yeah, coastal protection, More event coverage for this, or more damage. Personally, I want more damage, so because it's 4 damage, and I really want to clear this as much as I can next turn. I'm gonna add the beast here. Perils is also really OP because we get to push 2 Dahan, so I don't really need the Dahan here. So let's try to sacrifice them to see. Let's go. Okay. So yeah, Beast and Dahan in a land give the highest chance of saving the land, especially if there's a presence in it. It's like 67% chance it's saved. And I believe we'll have a fear card next turn, so let's definitely do that. I'm going to use the left innate to get ahead on land 3, since again, I'm not going to get the left innate next turn. So I'm going to gather those into there. And just generate some fear from those two. Now, I could place the presence in 6, but it kind of just blows up. So, what I'm going to do is probably just get my extra presence into here to make sure that this doesn't get edge cased in terms of extra damage. And let's draft all minor. Oh, it's amazing. So we got Absorb Corruption, which deals with our land 2. So anytime we get a solution for land 2, we take the land 2 solution. Good stuff. We can play it ahead of time if it comes up next turn, so we don't need to play it this turn. Let's just play our standard. Also, Sun, Earth, Plant, super good elements in terms of major deck hedging, or redrafting. Actually, you've created a tool that you can go to a website. It's on a Google Sheet. I'm opening it right now, just and I'll switch over. Yeah, LE pre-drafting. Oh. There we go. I've got the LE pre-drafting sheet. And we can kind of see the window capture. This. Sure. So we can see we can actually put in Lore of the Deep Wilderness here and do Absorb Corruption. Ooh, so we got 47 total hits. 7 of them are 2 costs, 39 are 3 costs, and one is a 4 cost that we pre-draft for. So it's a pre-draft for Entwined Power, Flow Like Water Reaches Like Air, Plague Ships, Smothering, Solidify, Trees and Stone Speak of War is a really big one. Wrapping Wings of Sunlight's really good, just because of what the spirit naturally has. Walls and Rock and Thorn. And tons of 3 costs. We looked into it. Also gives us the events, Missionaries, Remnants, and Lesser Spirits Imperiled, of course, instead of having to forget our uniques. That's one of the big benefits. Of taking that card is the major pre-drafting. Last phase. Like I said, we're just gonna blow this up for lots of fear. It's us an extra fear card, so we have a pretty high chance of that land 6 getting saved. And if land 2 goes to shit. Here's a little rain. Very sweet. We don't unfortunately have water. So discard the top minor power. If it lacks water, add blight to his hand. So we get the blight anyway, but everything else is safe. 10 minus 1 HP for the turn. So we get to add blight. I'll just add it up top. A little bit unfortunate, but it's not coast. We do get defend from Years of Little Rain, so I'm not going to lose my beast. Wait, what the heck? Why did... Oh, because they have minus 1 HP. Yeah, never mind. Ah, no. That's so rare that we hit that, but that would have been nice. Oh, we got 2 fear cards? So each player may gather a coast into a coastal land. Okay, so let's actually... Why does this... Oh, this says defend 3, so let's bring that guy over. Here. Prevents the blight, even though we took the 1 blight there. Just kind of nice trade, except it's not on the coast. Add the town. So we got the Jungle Explorer. Let's just add the town here. We like it inland, better than coast. And now that it's Sands and Coast and Explore, we are very primed to set up for softly back in. Add a wild here. Oh, wait. Let's add the wild here. Because we get to kill this guy. Or destroy it. 40 is cracked. Absolutely cracked. I don't have words for how insane this is. Okay, so draft or energy is a thing here that we really want to be careful and take note of before we do anything. But I definitely want to be playing softly back in this turn. I'm reclaiming. So definitely softly, and I think nothing's really going on too much that I want to be able to play perils. Something to consider is, can we get our 3rd tier here? So if I play perils, can't get the 3rd tier, but if I play Gift of the Untamed Wilds, I can actually get the 3rd tier of this guy. And I can pull the 2 towns. So I can pull the land 3 town that's building, the land 1 town, the land 1 explorer, the land 3 explorer, or, you know, an explorer if they go into land 4 or something, if they explore wetlands. These are now pocketed because Bordy is disgustingly OP, and 7 is also prevented. So I think we don't actually need to play perils to blow up this next turn. We can kind of stall that out for now. So I would love to take this moon play and get rid of this city now that I have a free opportunity to do so. If the coast can be dealt with, we try to prioritize those unless there are higher priority things on the board that we're going for. So I'm going to take this and get the extra moon. That gives me 3, 2, 1. Doesn't give me 1 because I don't have... Ooh, so yeah, we can't do it actually, because I don't have a moon air animal power. That's what we would like to be able to do, that synergy. So I can't actually do that right now. Do need the animal. Unfortunate, but we do get to diminish this town. So next turn, we will look to do that play in whichever way we can. So instead, I will actually use Miscounted. I will just do barrel softly back in to set up more tokens. Don't need the energy this turn because we have the 2 moon and 1 air from that, which does give us our left innate. Our right innate, we could use it for our right innate, but it's not so important. So I'd love to see a draft to set us up for some more scaling of our tracks, because we have to play a lot of cards, you know, before having to reclaim. The thing if you do this is you might have to reclaim early without growing too much. Let's get a power. Could go major here because we could do energy next turn. But I'm going to play it safe because I don't actually need anything, or I don't see anything of super high value. I'm going to just take Call to Isolation because it's an OP power here. And could reduce the Blight a little bit. Could generate tons of fear. The Sands in particular doesn't have invaders on the inland land. Even though it has the Blight. And this has the Blight, and it's really not going to have invaders too often. Even if this is pretty good elements. I'm pretty confident I can close out the game even if I took Tormenting Rotflies, though. And it gives us access to Red and 8. But we're not even at 3 plays next turn, so it's like really late game scaling that we're looking for. If I play Softly Beckon this turn, I can always manipulate the Dahan into a location I want with Softly Beckon and Perils. So I can combine that with Call to Isolation to be a little bit stronger, and also help out my land 2 if my land 2 explores next turn and then builds a town, while I'm setting up to do the city play and get rid of that city. I feel like I just want to take Call to Isolation. It's the most versatile and safe card to kind of take in the situation, instead of having like perfect setup with Routflies. If I had a better setup with Routflies, I would take it because I'm so far ahead in order to chug that fear faster. But I can probably just get a Terror 2 victory here by destroying everything else and then pushing the fear by using Swallowed. It generates enough fear to do so. So we get Harvest Bounty, so we get a second Blight from this. I'm going to put it in here because it's a little bit safer than the city land. We don't want to add it inland so that they can't explore land 6, so let's just add it to land 2. I'm going to grab the Explorers out of land 1 so it prevents the build, and kind of risk that one more. Let's go back a little bit because that's pretty safe. I kind of wanted to get the Hun in here, but that's okay. Let's get the Beast in here. Sweet. We've been going for miners, so we really want to generate some extra plays. I want this animal. I still can't deal with the city now that I've done that. I can if I go top. 3 moon, that and gift. So I'm actually gonna pivot and go top. I really want to deal with that city. And I need the extra moon. And I can play these two, which gives me access to tier 3 to get rid of that city. And also get my 2 and 8s. Let's just kill some stuff over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heavy farming. And then we basically win with Terror too. So I'm going to Data Wilds here. Gonna get those guys. Get a bunch of fear. Terror 2. Easy peasy. We just reclaim. And nuke the town. GG.